Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Redline First Impression. This week, Mazda has sent me over a vehicle that I'm pretty familiar with. In fact, the company has sent me over a Mazda 3 every year, sometimes even twice a year, since 2012. This is the refreshed 2017 Mazda 3 Grand Touring sedan with the 6-speed manual. So let's get started. Now, as with all of my Redline First Impression videos, I'm going to talk about the top 5 things that I dislike and the top 5 things that I like about this 2017 Mazda 3. So starting with the dislikes, number 5. Mazda only offers LED headlights with LED daytime running lights on the top trim, and you have to get a premium equipment package to get it. I kind of wish Mazda made it available on the lower trims, like the Touring, as well as an option. I just think it's a really nice safety feature to have, especially when you look at some competitors like the Toyota Corolla, which comes standard with LED headlights on all trims. Number 4 is going to go to the fact that Mazda doesn't offer a two-door variant of this car. Now, I know Mazda has never offered a two-door variant. However, the company really doesn't have any coupes in their lineup. They have the Roadster MX-5 Miata. However, it would be nice to see Mazda offer a two-door. I think a two-door body style would look phenomenal on this car. It's one of the best-looking cars in this segment, and it's a shame that Mazda doesn't offer it. Number 3 for my top 5 dislikes is going to go to the sedan's rump. Now, the Mazda 3, as I said earlier, is a really good-looking car. However, when you look at this vehicle from the rear in the sedan version, it's a little bit bland in my eyes, especially the fact that Mazda doesn't put dual exhaust tips on the sedan. You get that on the hatch, but you're gypped if you guys go for a traditional trunk. Number 2 for my dislikes is going to go to the fact that Mazda still has not introduced a Mazda Speed version of this car. I was really hoping the company would rectify that with this 2017 refresh. However, we hear that a Mazda Speed version has been postponed until the next generation, so you can't expect to see a variant like that until like 2021. And last but not least, my number 1 dislike about the 2017 Mazda 3 is the fact that you cannot get this car with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now, of course, that's going to come down to a personal preference thing. However, with my particular generation of buyers, I find that a lot of you are really find that feature important, and it's a shame that Mazda doesn't offer it in their current Mazda to Connect infotainment system. Now, moving on, let's talk about the top 5 things that I like about the all-new 2017 Mazda 3. And number 5 is going to go to the gorgeous Audi-like interior. I mean, come on, I've seen and driven pretty much everything in this class, and Mazda still takes top honors for having the most beautiful-looking interior. I love the updates that Mazda has made this year with the new steering wheel, the slightly revised center stack, and the new infotainment screen that is a little bit better integrated. And I think it just has aged extremely well, and it'll trick you into thinking you purchased a much more expensive car than you actually did. Number 4 for my top 5 likes is going to go to the smooth engine and the quick acceleration that you get with this optional 2.5-liter Skyactiv G 4-cylinder. Now, this is one of the biggest engines in the compact segment, and it shows. The engine is very smooth, it pulls nice and linearly, and it has a lot of low-end torque and decent horsepower, and when you equipped it with this slick-shifting 6-speed manual, it definitely makes the Mazda 3 one of the quickest and most fun-to-drive compact cars on the market. Number 3 is going to go to the handsome exterior design, which has aged extremely well. In fact, it is aged so well that Mazda made slight updates to the front end, which honestly, unless you guys are parking the old one side by side, you'd be hard-pressed to see the differences. There's a slightly revised front end, new LED headlights, but the rear is pretty much the same on the hatch and the sedan. And honestly, I think it's a really good-looking car, and it'll look good for years to come. Number 2 is going to go to the fact that Mazda is one of the only manufacturers that still offers a 6-speed manual transmission on the top trim level. Now, other brands such as Honda will limit you to choosing the cheapo model on a manual transmission, not Mazda. You can get it with the Grand Touring top of the line, and you can get it with the iActive Sense package. My tester has adaptive radar cruise control with the 6-speed manual. It's nice to see Mazda is still appealing to those enthusiasts who want to buy this car with a stick and get all the luxury and technology features. And finally, my number 1 favorite feature about the Mazda 3 is in the handling. Now, the Mazda 3 has always been a wonderful, sporty handling vehicle. However, the company made it even better this year with the new G vectoring control, which I'll talk about in the full Redline review. Just know that the Mazda 3 is still one of the sportiest handling compact cars on the market, and if those of you who are looking for a car that reminds you of a sports car like the company's famed MX-5 Miata, you're going to want to put the Mazda 3 at the top of your list. But anyways, that does it for my 2017 Redline First Impressions on this all-new Mazda 3 GT sedan. If you guys are looking to see the latest cars I'm testing. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at redline_reviews, like us on Facebook, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the Redline Reviews YouTube channel so you can keep pace with all the latest reviews. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video.